Every new house has a weak spot, a disaster waiting to strike. You may not see it, but your water lines are under constant pressure literally. So when should the waterline pressure test be done? After all the rough ends are complete, but before plastering or concrete pouring. This way, any leak can be detected while the pipes are still accessible. Once everything's buried in cement, repairs become expensive, invasive, and sometimes even impossible without tearing down entire walls. The process itself is simple but exact. First, a plumber seals all outlets, including hose bibs, sill cocks, and backflow preventers. Then he fills the pipe with water or air, depending on the system. For new construction, most plumbers use air because it's easier to detect leaks in a pressurized system. Leaks show as hissing sounds or bubbles in the water. Once the line is filled, the plumber closes the main valve, opens all the faucets and toilets to drain any excess air, and then closes them all again. Next, he attaches a gauge to the main to monitor the pressure. Depending on the size of your water mains, the test pressure could range from 60 to 150 psi. The plumber then leaves the test gauge with a minimum pressure reading and allows the system to sit for a set period, usually between 2 and 24 hours. Municipal codes require a 2-hour hold at the higher pressure, but some plumbers opt for 24 hours at a lower pressure for new construction. The holding time must be long enough to account for any expansion of the water lines due to pressure and temperature changes. During this time, the plumber checks the gauge periodically to ensure the pressure remains steady. If the pressure drops below the minimum level at any point during the test, the plumber records the drop and identifies the leak, which could be hissing, or he may need to physically trace the line to find the source. When leaks occur in new construction, they're usually at newly installed service connections or at fittings where 2 or more pipes join. Buried leaks can also indicate a damaged pipe. Once the holding period is over, the plumber removes the gauge, opens the nearest faucet until the water clears, and then closes it. The test is complete. If the pressure held for the entire test duration, the plumber fills out a test certificate documenting the test pressure level, duration, date, and result, which should be witnessed by the contractor, owner, or inspector. A proper pressure test can prevent thousands of dollars in future repair costs. Unfortunately, many builders skip the test altogether to save time, or they do it hastily without proper documentation. Ask your plumber for a test certificate, especially if the test was done without a digital gauge. Without proper records, you have no way of knowing if the plumbing system has been tested and when. Remember, a pressure test isn't a guarantee against future leaks, but it is your first line of defense against hidden disasters. Now we have our eye on your walls. Watch this video next to learn how exterior walls are constructed from the studs up, or check out this video instead. You decide. We'll see you there.